This morning we are focusing on treating what is called the invisible wounds of war, mental health issues like PTSD, things that are hard to talk about that are important to talk about. And that is why we have a Medal of Honor recipient, Sergeant Kyle White, joining us this morning right here on the CW Austin. It is an honor to meet you.
Oh, it's great to be here.
Thank you so much for all you have done for us overseas and what you're doing now. Let's talk a little bit about when you were at Afghanistan in 2007 and your platoon came under attack. What happened?
Yeah, so it's a long story,
Yeah.
so unfortunately I won't be able to get completely into it, but yeah, we were on our way back from, a local meeting. It's called a Shura, but more like a city council meeting is
Okay.
what you could relate it to. And then we were ambushed on our return back to our base, and there's 14 Americans on the patrol, 6 were killed in action, and the other 8 were wounded.
You were being called a hero for going in and saving the rest of platoon men and women who were there, who were ambushed, and you were awarded this medal as well from President Obama. Tell me about that day.
The ceremony itself is a pretty surreal experience. Just being present in the White House and meeting the President of the United States and just seeing all the history that's around there, and being able to include family members of those that were killed in action, my family, those I served with. It was just a really good chance for us all to get together and kind of gain a little bit of closure after that day.
Right, and you're back on U.S. soil, and I was telling you during the commercial break that I'm from a military family as well, and I know many who are in combat situations and maybe come home and have what we call the invisible war wounds, where maybe you don't deal with stuff that people don't see, like PTSD. What is your experience with that, and what was it like when you came back home and you were all of a sudden called a hero, but you were still dealing with what you saw?
So for me, being called a hero is definitely not something I'm comfortable with, and really the ones that are heroes in my book and always will be are the ones that sacrificed or made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our country. But for me, the invisible wounds of war, was something I realized I had once I got back from deployment. It was really talking with my friends, talking with my family, and realizing, hearing them say, something's off.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I react a different way to stressful situations. Maybe I have, my temper that's a little bit not what it used to be. And then so I recognized very early on that I needed to get some help, and I went and raised my hand to my chain of command. They got me help while I was on active duty, and I was able to kind of find the ways to cope, what worked good for me, and the treatment that we developed, and that kind of helped me move forward with the rest of my life.
When you said you got help when you were in active duty, I'm wondering, was that help readily available because you were active duty? And what about those who are no longer in the military and still need that help? What was your experience through all of that?
Yeah, so I always kind of make the relation that being on a military base is kind of like your own city.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's available. You know where the hospital is, where you get everything that you would need to live your life with your family. So for me, it was really easy. I knew exactly where to go. So did my chain of command. But when you get out, you make that transition. Hey, I'm here with this whole ecosystem I'm used to, this whole city. I know where everything is, and then it's gone. And then you fall into, okay, if I need additional care and I qualify for it, then I'm going to go through the Veterans Affairs. And then kind of what we're seeing now is private organizations like the Cohen Veterans Network, which I'm proud to be involved with, are stepping up to fill the gaps where they exist. And so really what we're trying to do is provide free mental health care for veterans, and the most part I'm excited about is the fact that it's inclusive of the family members.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that because it affects the entire family, not just that one individual. This is something that the families can access to for free, which is the very least we can do for our service members.
Absolutely. And what we all know, or especially if we have people that we've served, we know that it's the family that serves as well. It's not just that service member that deploys and has hardships. There's stuff that's happening at home. There's holidays missed. There's experiences that are, not shared. And
Right.
so if they, deploy together, they serve together, they need to heal together.
We'll have that website on our website at kxan.com so that people watching can head on over there. You're going to Fort Hood, and you're going to give a talk and talk to soldiers out there as well. When I think about soldiers, I think about, tough exterior, people who put their lives on the line for us. How do you get deep in there and explain to them that this is not something to be ashamed about? This is something that it's okay to feel.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate there still is a stigma. I know back when I first decided to get treatment, there was definitely a stigma around mental health and deciding, hey, I have a problem. This is what I need to do to get better. And really, it always kind of strikes me as a little funny that, in the veteran community, a physical wound, I mean, it's like, yeah, I got shot. Look at this. I'm proud. Well, the invisible wounds of war are something that is just as prominent, and it's really something that needs to be addressed in a similar fashion. If you break a leg, you go to the doctor, you develop a treatment plan, you go to physical therapy, you get better.
Right.
What's the difference?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just had a kid this last year, our first, and so it's a whole new world,
Well, congratulations, and thank you for all that you do. I know you're uncomfortable being called a hero, but I can tell you that just talking to you, that you're touching so many people out there, even when you come back and face these issues.
If there's one more thing I can mention
Please.
real quick. So we have a couple locations in Texas already,
Okay.
San Antonio, El Paso, and now here in Killeen.
Yeah.
But one thing that's really exciting is we just launched telehealth in the state of Texas.
Oh, that's okay.
And as I learned flying in, things are a little bit bigger and more spread out in Texas.
In Texas, yes.
But now, if a veteran is too far away, or their family member is too far away from one of our locations, they can actually coordinate with their local, whatever one's closest, and they can have mental health services over the phone or video conferencing, whatever is available in that area.
And that way you're able to reach more people, because not everybody stays in those military
Exactly.
towns like El Paso and Killeen. So it's easier to reach people that way by getting in touch with technology.
Absolutely.
Okay, congratulations again on your new family member, and thank you for everything that you've done.
Thank you.